West side, I'm triple gold. Yeah, picture me rolling with some Dayton's on the Benz. I got no love for you niggas, ain't no need to be friends. Included you in my vision, thought you wanted to win. Cut you out, I tore it down and built it over again. Shit ain't stopping, I'ma pop it till the day is the end. Made myself in the beginning, then I made me again. When it's over, ice my shoulder, I ain't making amends. Play that trick in CeeLo Green, let it blow in the wind. I'm smoking better than I ever did. Gas prices just dropped, guess who got it in? Come get a fill up while the price right. In the dark, I'm shining like a night light. Cutting snow cap, the weed whiter than ice spice. Like Mike, what I say when they ask how I'm trying to ball. Y'all thinking Calvin Cambridge, but I went bald and all. Long story short, I'm never folding, but niggas still wishing and hoping. Picture me rolling, shining when you see me outside. I be chain smoking side, got me out of my mind. She be calling, trying to kick it, but it's hard to find time. Wake up in the morning, thank God, and then grind. Yeah, I don't pop pills, can you picture me rolling? 4K still, can you picture me rolling? Undeveloped film, can you picture me rolling? Fuck a record deal, can you picture me? Picture me, you niggas tickle me. Ain't fucking with my baby pictures, is you kidding me? Triple gold, made Dayton daily, I'm back in that mode. Before the summer's over, match me, I smoke out the bowl, make it roll. In the beginning, shit was going slow. Pack drop, this growing wings, come get it for it's gone. Check the mail, break a box like I'm Donkey Kong. Did a reel, made a sale before I up the post. Phone ringing, where you at? I'm on the way to you. Out the trunk, I made a killing, I know Ray Carruth. You can't dunk if you need me to throw the alley-oop. Never seen a meal, but it's coming soon, I found the loop. Went to Muse, in the dark you see my jewelry gleam. Had to make some chicken soup, them niggas sick of me. I'm back together, niggas wanna see me broken. Of course I had to triple my golden. Picture me rolling, shining when you see me outside. I be chain smoking side, got me out of my mind. She be calling, trying to kick it, but it's hard to find time. Wake up in the morning, thank God, and then grind. Yeah, I don't pop pills, can you picture me rolling? 4K still, can you picture me rolling? Undeveloped film, can you picture me rolling? Fuck a record deal, can you picture me? West side, I'm so motherfucking triple gold. Niggas hoped it was over, but in my mind, we just getting started.
Oscar Mike Radio is a proud podcast partner of Wreaths Across America Radio, heard every Thursday at 11 a.m. and Sunday at 8 a.m. Eastern. They're also big supporters of the nonprofit I Got Your Six, Two Lives at Once. And with every Wreath you sponsor through Oscar Mike Radio, $5 goes back to this great organization dedicated to making a difference in the lives of veterans, law enforcement, firefighters, and first responders battling PTSD. Two Lives at Once pairs these brave men and women together with dogs rescued from kill shelters. In this way, two lives are saved at the same time by saving each other. Donate now. Go to wreathsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio to help. That's wreathsacrossamerica.org/Oscar Mike Radio.
There was peace unknown. I set out to get you with a fine-tooth comb. I was soft inside. There was something going on.
Monotony. It comes in all shapes and sizes. Dull, tedious, just plain boring. But what is this? A contender, perhaps? Something unboring by the looks of it. Jabs right at dull, an uppercut to tedium, something that keeps you on your toes, keeps your head on a swivel, a knockout punch to your old, boring workouts. Welcome to Fight Camp.
Can anybody out there hear me? Hear me? 'Cause I just wanna
Get ready! Woo! We are on tour and we're doing it better than anybody else alive. Now, Buddy Landell, it's so hard for me to sit back here in this studio looking at a guy out here hollering my name when last year I spent more money on Spilt liquor.
Every bar's holy, straight divinity. Great stability with ancient wizardry. God goes writing on the page after I prayed, he visits me. My frame is spiritually plateauing when angels lifted me.
Yo, what's up with it? Welcome to Turnbuckles and Spilt podcast. I am the host, Lito, formerly of Happy Hour with Lito podcast, with my co-host, my main man, Sinista1, host of The Booth, every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch him on Facebook, YouTube. You know, he's live. That's what we do, everything live. We try, you know what I'm saying? Now, sometimes we might have guests that, you know what I mean, that just don't match up with the, you know, with the schedule, and we may have to do something recorded, but mostly you can catch us live. And mostly Tuesday nights. I live in Ohio. We had some storms, so I didn't want to chance, you know, lights flickering, us going off air, something like that. I didn't want to chance that, so we're here tonight, y'all. Sinister, what's up with you, man? See, you got the Punisher on. You in a different type of mood today. You punishing shit. What's going on? He sure did. Listen, let's talk about that a little bit, that Daredevil series. First of all, it's super dope. Super. Daredevil series is dope as hell, right? But why they make my man Punisher come on there for 5.2 seconds? I need him to get busy. Yeah, I know. I know he is. Oh, you talking about Daredevil? Yeah. Yeah, Matt. Matt Murdock. Shout out to Matt Murdock. Hey. Hey, you heard about Stevie Wonder? They said he a beast on air hockey. They said he know how to play air hockey, bro. No lie. Said he's a beast. Nah, bro. Ain't no way you can beat me in air hockey and you nice like that, bro. And you blind. Ain't no way. If you beat me in air hockey and you blind, I'm never playing air hockey again. Ever. I don't care how heightened the sound is. If you are able to beat me in air hockey, I'm trash. If you can't beat me, if you can beat me in air hockey, I'm trash. And air hockey is my thing. I'm that dude in air hockey. If Stevie Wonder said, "Young fella, I pay you $10 10 stacks if you can beat me in air hockey. What you think I'm doing? I'm going all the way in. Okay, Stevie, let's get it. And then he started whooping my ass. 7-0. Damn. Hey, Stevie, man, you been lying this whole time. Even Shaq said, he stepped into an elevator one time, and Stevie was like, "What's up, big fella?" Yo.
Yeah, I saw that interview.
He said nobody told him that I was in there. He said, "How do you know? I didn't say nothing." I
Frank
said, "Yeah,
Santarowski's in the chat. What's going on? Drafting the Circuits. We just got off the air with Drafting the Circuits. Frank Santarowski's in the chat. Check it out. Wrestling. Thank you, Frank.
Yeah, you know that's what we do. Wrestling. Matter of fact, what wrestling's on tonight? NXT is on tonight, I believe, or was that yesterday?
Yeah. No. Yeah. NXT is Tuesday. Tonight's
AEW.
AEW. Yeah, AEW. Today is Wednesday. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
AEW tonight.
A few weeks ago. Yep.
Word, man. Oh, I got some new cops I wanted to show. Okay. Rosie.
Oh, okay. I see it now. With the glare.
Yeah. You know, that's Roman Reigns' actual brother.
Mm-hmm.
Rosie. So I caught Rosie, right? And then, you know, they got a chase of the Rosie. Got him too. He rare.
Oh, okay.
Chase Rosie. So got the Rosie and the Chase. The Chase is hard to find. So these are exclusively at Target. Exclusively at Target.
Ooh, I'm gonna
exclusively.
tell. Ooh.
Hey. Listen. My pastor's going to he'll forgive me.
Ooh, I'm telling.
Pastor Jamal Bryant is going to forgive me because I only get figures from Target. I don't get nothing else.
Ooh, I'm telling
So,
Dr. Umar.
Dr. Umar don't shop there either. You know what's so crazy? Like,
ooh, I'm telling Jasmine Crockett.
Oh, hell. You tell her. It's all right.
Oh, man.
Who else do we tell? But you know what's so crazy, bro? Like, not shopping there, like, you don't miss out nothing. Like, you don't miss. It's like me and my wife used to go there every Saturday, and now that's not what we do anymore.
I actually drove by the one. It's in South Bay, the one in South Bay, Boston, which is right in the heart of the hood. Empty parking. I actually drove through there and felt bad for them. Everybody's going into Home Depot and every place else, and Target got an empty parking lot. I'm like, damn.
When I went, I go early in the morning. Like if it's a figure that comes out that I can't get nowhere else.
Right.
So I went there early in the morning, and you know, usually Target is packed. I'm talking about you can't find nowhere to park. You can park anywhere you want to right now.
Yeah, they feeling it.
They really feeling it, especially when they dropped those. Was it you that showed me those T-shirts that they dropped? About supporting black women. Did you see those?
Oh yeah. Yeah, they tried to do everything to get people back.
They trying, man. That shit is not working.
They reached out to Al Sharpton, and he was like, "You got to sleep in that bed, bro."
Yeah, I mean, what they did was completely wrong. Especially,
it was a corporate knee-jerk reaction for the worst. That's all it was. Corporate knee, and we're seeing these knee-jerk reactions all over the place, so.
And there are some people that feel like, what they did as far as what's it called? Equality, DEI.
Yeah,
is that
DEI.
right?
Yep. Diversity, equality, inclusion.
Yeah, diversity, equality, inclusion. What they did, some people felt like it didn't help black people anyway, and they have their own argument with that.
That's a
I don't know.
Don't stop me on that one. I ain't gonna get you started on that one. I saw the dude on your Facebook page, and I was like,
yeah,
bro. I'm like, you know, when you're building a building, you have support. You know, when you're building the building, you have a support, and then you have the outside of that building. And you know, if it wasn't for the foundation of DEI, which derived from EEO.
Yeah.
Without EEO, you would have never had DEI. You know, because you know women got their rights in the workplace long after men. Because I remember when I was working on the MBTA as a young cat. When I came on there, you know, it was black people, and my dad came on there. It was black people who just starting to get on the T. But when I got on there, it was all men. There was no women mechanics. It was pretty much women drivers. But then, you know, when that EEO started and the women mechanics started coming through, and you know, they came through the shop and they was telling dudes, hey, you can't have the naked girl calendars on your toolbox anymore. And yo, there was a lot of dudes to fuck around and find out dudes, you know, had them calendars up. Girls came into the shop as mechanics, and dudes were still on their toolboxes with the naked girls. And then the next thing you know, hey, can you send so-and-so down the office with his union rep?
Dang.
Bro, you got to take that calendar down. You were told, you signed the thing about EEO in the workplace. Oh, man, I've had this for years. That's my favorite count. Well, you can take that. You can take that written suspension. Call him back in the office 30 days later. You didn't take that count down. Oh, you know, that's my right. Freedom of speech. No, bro, you don't have freedom of speech for having the naked girl calendar in your toolbox. Here you go. Here's your 1-day suspension. You know? And it just...
Yeah.
You know how it gets. You know how it be. So...
That's crazy.
Yep.
So I definitely didn't agree with what he said when he said it wasn't good for black folks, because what I was trying to explain is what I don't understand, and you know, I'm not gonna go down a rabbit hole here, but how can anyone of color be against DEI when it basically is helping someone who is fit for a certain type of job and certain type of skill? He can't just not be chosen because of the color of his skin. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at his skills. You got to look at if he got a degree. You got to look at all of those things that you look at other races for. So, I don't know, man.
I hit that dude with personal facts for what happened to me in 2010, you know, because the first thing some of these black people do, they'll say, well, that's long gone. That doesn't happen now. And I'm like, well, it does happen, because I'm proof that it happens, because it happened to me in 2010 and 2013, and the lawsuit almost bankrupted the entire city of Brockton for the 5 of us. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was just something simple as writing B or AA on our resumes that we turned in to show that we was black or Afro-American. And then the fact that they assumed people went to community colleges were black. White people got paid in this lawsuit because they assumed if you went to a community college, you was a person of color. So they denied you the job. So it is, you know, that's a whole nother story for another day. But the shit
I went to community
happens,
college and I got my degree.
You know? And now you got free credits here. Now community college, you get the free credits, and then you can go on and finalize your last 2 years at an accredited college. So community college is nothing to look down on, bro.
Exactly, because I'm actually going back to school for my last 2 years so I can get my bachelor's. So, hey. Yeah, that's just a crazy thing.
Well, we don't want to forget. Tomorrow is May. It begins the Mental Health Awareness Month. It begins tomorrow. Right. I came home late from work. Long drive. Today, mentally, I'm more so tired. So my number is kind of low at like a 5, but it's mainly because you know sometimes you can have that mental tiredness. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You're not depressed. You're not down, but you know it was just a long day. And sometimes when you have a long day tied in with a busy day, because my day was busy on top of being a long day. So yeah, I had to get a bus together. I had to have it towed out for warranty work. I had to wait for the tow truck company to come, and you know I had to make sure all my paperwork was correct. And You know what I'm saying? So it's like so mentally I'm a 4, but it's not a bad need to talk to somebody for. It's a more like I need to. When we get done with this show,
lay it down.
You lay it down and get that brain recharged, those feelings recharged. You know. I do got to speak on something though that's really helped me a lot, and I've been trying to get on Thursday nights, but I've been DJing and doing a lot of stuff on Thursdays as the summer rolls around like it usually does. But so thanks to Dana White, you know, I usually had suffered from sleep apnea a while back, and I used to have a CPAP and I hated it. And I saw Dana White talking about this thing called the Soothie, which is a mouthpiece that you get, and you get it, you get molded to your mouth, and then you sleep with this in your mouth at night, so it doesn't allow the tongue to fall back and doesn't allow the sleep apnea to happen. So at night now, I sleep with my iWatch, and what that does is it monitors my sleep. And for the last 3 weeks of sleeping with this Soothie, I've been getting into what they call is the REM sleep cycle now.
Oh, that good sleep.
The good sleep, you know. So there's I leave my watch on, and then I can check my phone every day to see what type of sleep. And there's 3 levels of sleep. There's, you know, deep sleep, REM sleep, and then there's core. There's core is like, you know. So I'm getting into REM sleep, and I'm not waking up in the middle of the night, and I'm feeling much clearer and better. You know, so it's great stuff. So, you know, mental health can also be affected by not doing the right things.
Lack of sleep,
so
yeah.
That lack of
That's
sleep
true.
can really play games with your mental health. So
I know it. So the sleep that you want to have is that core sleep.
Yeah.
When you just sound peaceful.
Yep. So I'm seeing more of that, and you know what? The iPhone is crazy. I gotta say, this iWatch and iPhone is crazy.
Yeah, bro. You know, it's so crazy. I'm about to get me one this weekend. It's the iWatch. Apple Watch.
It's really helping me with my steps. I do my steps every day. I try to get them steps in, so it's good stuff. You know? So
it is. Even I don't even have the watch yet, but my phone tracks my steps. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy. You're right. For the iPhone, it's nuts. And I'm definitely getting me, like I said, I'm getting me one of those Apple Watches this weekend because I seen this one that is coming out, or it's out now, that I wanted to get. So I'm about to get one of those for certain.
I actually got mine for free through Xfinity, and
okay.
I wasn't happy with the band, but I actually got the band off of Amazon for $7, and it's nice. I didn't want nothing flashy with my iWatch, you know. I just wanted something. I like my shit simple when it comes to my watches, other than my Patriots watches. But
just give me black. I like the black on black. You know what I mean? Like I'm not.
Black on black.
Yeah, that's it. Just give me the black on black. I'm cool with, you know, nothing too crazy, but black on black will work. Most definitely.
What's nice about the iWatch too is when I get in the bike, in the slingshot, or in the car, I can connect the watch to Bluetooth, and if I get any calls now, I don't even have to reach for the phone anymore. I could just tap tap that, or if I want to go ahead in the song, I could just everything's at the watch now. So you know that's another benefit right there. So
yeah, that's fire. Mental health awareness month. Tomorrow starts May 1st, or tonight, midnight, May 1st. Very, very important to us, for sure. Very, very important. Should be to people, period. I know some people, there are a lot of people that suffer in silence when they don't have to. And, you know, we fighting the fight with y'all. That's all I say, you know. It's not something that's easy to do. But therapy is very important, or counseling, whichever one you choose to do. And, I'll just say that.
In the chat. If you guys are watching, if you feel comfortable, drop your mental health on the scale from 1 to 10 in the chat. Just to
1 to 10 where you are with your mental wellness. 1 being very low, 10 being the highest. I'll say Me today, I had a long day as well. Tired. I'm tired today. I was exhausted Monday morning. I just felt mentally exhausted. I was at work and I was just like, yo, I can't even like focus. Like, I'm so tired. Like, but it was because of just mental exhaustion. Not sleeping, like you should. I got some really good sleep last night. It just seemed like when you go to sleep, that alarm come right on. You like, yo, I've been asleep this long. It don't even feel like it.
I hate that type of sleep. Oh my God, I hate that type of sleep.
You be sleeping so good, like, oh my goodness. And then next thing you know, you got to get up and you like, gee whiz. So crazy. But let's get into some wrestling, man. Let's see. So, breaking news to everyone who's anyone who got ears and got eyes who can see. All right. Joseph Bruen, who shout out to Joe. He was on here a couple weeks ago. He added Turnbuckles and Spilt podcast to the New England Fan Fest 2026. It's going down, y'all. We're going to have our own table. We're going to have merchandise. We're going to be doing a live podcast. It's going to be, this ain't something you want to miss. So far, wrestling-wise, he has Demolition going to be there. He has Diamond Dallas Page going to be there. The Headbangers were just announced. And who else?
He's got the girl that plays Elsa at all these anime shows and stuff, and he's got the Hulk guy. So as you guys are watching the show, down in the bottom right-hand corner, you can see all the people who are coming next year. So these will all go into rotation until next year, until the show. But as you see there, Evolve Designs is a vendor. They're going to be there. There's all types of people that are
WrestleFigs.
Yeah, WrestleFigs is going to be there.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be dope.
Mega Mosaic is the Hulk. He's a cosplay. He makes the cosplay circuits, but he's going to be there. Buyitssigned.com is another vendor I'm seeing right here. So I'm thinking this is like photos and stuff, merchandise that gets signed.
Yep.
So there's a lot of stuff, and you can go on the New England Fan Fest site, like his page, and then you'll get those announcements whenever anybody's announced. But we're happy to be part of this. We talked about it off air, and when Joe pitched us the offer, we was like, that's kind of a no-brainer. It's
for sure.
Kind of a no-brainer. We're definitely in there. We're definitely gonna come. Kev's gonna come out here the night before. We're probably gonna hang out there the night before and try to get some interviews with the people who are arriving the night before and get some exclusive footage and stuff like that. But definitely the plan that we've got right now is on Saturday is to set up and broadcast live for the entire event and just talk wrestling and talk to some of these people coming through. So to be honest, we're coming off of, so May 2nd of that year, we would be coming off of
WrestleMania.
With February we'd be before WrestleMania. We'd be after Elimination Chamber, right?
So no, because WrestleMania is in April.
Okay.
So we'd be right after WrestleMania.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
Right after New Orleans. Yeah. Shout out to Joe, man. Straight up. Shout out to Joe. Joseph Bruen. AEW, they just announced here that they have a partnership agreement. Now this sounds familiar to me because WWE just did something like this.
Well, they were talking with them in January, but you know what happened?
Yeah.
The WWE got their shit locked, and they was like, "Oh no,
we can't. They can't be the only one.
We gotta lock this down." And they made that knee-jerk reaction. So
yep, they now have a partnership with CMLL, which is Consejo Mundial de Luche Libre, which I have never watched their organization, but I will check it out because I love Lucha Libre wrestling anyway. So,
well, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to because when you look at the second line of this topic, they've already announced a Lucha Libre pay-per-view.
Grand Slam, Mexico, June 18th, at Arena Mexico. Okay,
and that's
gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Because the thing I love about AEW is they have a lot of guys that can actually do. They jumping off of everything, flips, all kind of things. Now they lost two of their, they lost the Lucha Brothers, so. But we're gonna see.
Talk about that.
Yeah, we're gonna see. AEW Dynamite surpasses WCW Nitro for the longest running wrestling show on TNT or TBS.
So, I'm torn on this because it's real to me. That's really not a big deal. It's not really a big accomplishment in this day and age, to be honest. Because
Nitro wasn't really. I mean, but it was okay. But
you didn't have social media and all this stuff to really push wrestling to where it really is today. These second
Nitro,
TNT and TBS are bigger networks now. When WCW was on TBS and TNT Nitro, TBS and TNT, it wasn't in as many homes. You had to have a certain cable provider in order to have, if you had a certain provider, you weren't seeing WCW like a lot of other people. You had to have a major provider.
Thunder. That's what it was called.
Oh, that was Thursday nights. Yes, that was their Thursday night. That was a failure.
Yeah.
WCW Thunder was a failure.
Trash. Thunder was trash.
They did that to compete with SmackDown.
Yeah,
and then SmackDown killed them by going live because SmackDown used to be taped on Thursday, the same night as Thunder, but aired on Friday. And then that was their way of killing Thunder was, okay, screw it. We're just going to do Friday night SmackDown live. And that was the end of that.
Yeah. It's craziness. TNA, Joe Hendry.
Your boy.
Hold on. I have to do this. I have to do this. It's only right.
And he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Cause they love him in London and Paris and Tokyo, America, Scotland and Canada and Mexico. They say
Joe Hendry, our guy, everybody's guy, Joe Hendry.
Whoop that trick.
Joe Hendry gets destroyed. Joe Hendry gets destroyed by Trick Williams.
This ain't his week, bro. This is
Listen,
not Joe Hendry's 2 weeks, bro.
Joe Hendry, you just got some bad luck, brother. Joe Hendry had one of the best nights of his life, and he lost, right? At WrestleMania. Best night of his life. And he still lost. And you go to NXT, you get to talking. Trick Williams beats Trick Williams whoop your ass. Trick Williams whooped that trick. But Joe Hendry ain't going nowhere. He's still the TNA champion. And Yeah, he's not on the level of, WWE talent. He could probably be in. He might not be able to beat Trick Williams right now, but eventually. I don't know.
What's up, Felicia?
Felicia, how you doing? Yeah, that was crazy. Indy Hartwell, she signed with TNA. How you feel about that?
She ain't missed from WWE. She's yapping her mouth, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't think she has personality. I think that's her problem. You can make her whatever, try to make her whatever character, but there's just some people. They're like Shayna Baszler. They don't have any. They don't
personality.
Have They don't have a personality. And I'm surprised Shayna Baszler's still around because I just think she's just flat-footed. She's athletic and strong and she's great, in the ring presence, but just a horrible.
Shayna Baszler's going to be gone soon, I believe.
Yeah,
Shayna doesn't. Yeah.
Especially after what happened on SmackDown last week, so we got something brewing. There's something brewing. There's people going.
Will Ospreay, he supports Leon Slater over TNA Rebellion incident.
Did you see the spot?
I didn't.
Oh,
hold on. I can see it now though.
Bro, I understand why. I understand why people are pissed, but he really could have got hurt, and I get it. I get why people are pissed. One of the guys who was supposed to catch him on that spot.
Oh, yes, I did see that. He was up high, and all of those people were down, and he did the Swanton 450 and landed on his back. Now, all those guys right there, you mean tell nobody, like...
Yeah. Moose was pissed. Moose was vocal. There's a lot of people vocal, but people on the internet were pissed. They were pissed. They said that he could have really been injured bad.
Yeah, he could have hurt himself.
One of the dudes that caught him, he tore his, I guess he tore his shoulder, ACL or something. He tore something in his shoulder. So I guess he's out, and Will Ospreay was showing support because he felt like some of these guys didn't do the job that they were supposed to.
Well, they most definitely didn't do it.
Yeah, Moose said, it looked worse than what people are really saying. He's telling people to kind of shut the fuck up, but Moose was right there. He don't want to take that heat. That's why, because he was one of the people that should have been there to catch him on that spot. So,
yeah, he fell right through their arms. Like, they just did a terrible job of protecting him.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? When we get into WWE, this is why TNA's here and WWE's here when you talk about talent and stuff. Because we're going to get into almost the same type of situation, yet we'll talk about it when we get to it.
Yeah, well, we're on SmackDown after Mania review now. What's your thoughts on that first SmackDown?
Bruh, that SmackDown was okay. So not only did we get Aleister Black come out,
wasn't that crazy?
That was crazy. But here's the thing. I felt like we've been talking on this show. We've been talking about Chelsea Green and how she hasn't been around. We talked about all this stuff. And Chelsea Green comes out. She has this match with Zelina Vega, who I just found out just 2 weeks ago that's his wife. And guess what happens? Chelsea Green loses the belt to Zelina Vega. And I'm like, okay. And then the next, right after, Aleister Black comes out. And I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. His contract was up. And I'm pretty sure Zelina had a lot to do with this man coming to WWE and getting signed. And this is how we're going to reward her. That's part of the reason. I also think there's something else going on with Chelsea Green behind the scenes because she took the belt, and then the next thing you know, we didn't see Chelsea Green on the WWE roster. We saw her at NXT all the time, which I was like, okay, what's up with that? Why is she on NXT? There's obviously something there going on. So now Zelina Vega's gonna hold that belt, and then Aleister Black is here. But then that SmackDown Friday night. So now you've got Penta now talking about him and his brother as Lucha Brothers as of SmackDown. Mm-hmm. They mentioned it again on Monday. So now this is where we're headed. We said this. We said they got if you're bringing Luchas in, you got to put the Lucha Brothers together. So it's coming. This is coming. And then, we talked about it on this show last week. We said we was mad. We was like, yo, how the hell are they going to have a tables, ladders, and chairs match, not in Mania, and put that shit on SmackDown? Now I understand why. Now, that table, ladder, and chair match is probably right now in my top 10 table, ladders, and chairs match of all time. That match, I can that match on SmackDown was, look, this is what I'm talking about when I say TNA is down here and WWE is up here, because there was some spots. Montez Ford coming off over the top onto Tommaso on the table was crazy. Then you had Dawkins come off the top of the ladder and put Tommaso through bro. The whole, if you haven't seen this match, when this show is over, you need to go watch that match, because I was like, and you weren't home. I'm here. I'm like, bro.
Yeah, I seen it later.
You was like, yo, I'm not home. I'm gonna have to watch this shit later. I'm like, oh man. I'm like, bro, that TLC match. And you know when I knew something was up? When Montez Ford came out in the Triple H type outfit. I mean, not Triple H, Heartbreak Kid type outfit with the cowboy hat and the fucking top. And I'm like, yo, something special. And here's the thing, bro. We need to break them up. We need to break the Street Profits up, because Montez Ford, he needs to be a solo. He needs to be solo. I'm sorry.
He's been trying, man. He been trying, but I don't think he wants to leave his boy on. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna make a bold prediction. Jey Uso's gonna keep that belt till Montez Ford goes solo. He's gonna lose to Montez Ford. That's my bold prediction right now.
That's bold.
My super bold. That's my bold prediction. That's the match. That's the match that's gonna cost Jey Uso his belt right there.
Can you see Montez with the belt though? With the world heavyweight?
Bro, that he's
maybe intercontinental.
When I see him, I'm like, yo, this man's talent is so above everybody else's. He needs to go solo. He is just, before he gets hurt and he can't do shit, we need to get him solo. I like, don't get me wrong, I like Dawkins, his partner, but
shout out Angelo from Ohio. You know what I mean?
Man, that whole match was crazy. And then you got New Day sitting back doing nothing at WrestleMania.
The New Day
they don't
sucks,
deserve them
man.
belts. After seeing that match, I'm like, they don't deserve them belts, bro.
They suck, man. I don't like the New Day. Like, I don't like this new whatever that they do, like their new music, their new, like, you got Kofi coming down. He didn't cut off his mustache. He just got a beard. What the fuck? Like, then you got Xavier Woods coming out there. He's got like two braids in the middle of his head and the rest of it just out. Like, when they dress weird. Like, they don't, like, if y'all would have revamped it, what they should have did was they should have said
they should have just split them up like they was gonna.
Yeah.
Just split them up. And then just when you thought SmackDown couldn't get any better that night, you have the whole incident of what do you call it there? You got now you've got this whole thing with Braun Breaker.
Oh man.
With the Wise Man and Seth Rollins, and then they put the hurt on CM Punk and Roman Reigns. I'm like, damn, bro, this is crazy. This is a nice little squad.
Pissed
Becky
me off.
goes heel on SmackDown. Becky comes out and beats the crap out of Lyra Valkyria after they lose the belts. It didn't even have the belts a week, bro. And lose them on SmackDown.
Had it one night.
They lose them, and then you got the big talk. The big talk. Gunther comes down. He's pissed about Pat McAfee running his mouth on the after the day after WrestleMania.
Said he tapped out.
He come down and confronts Michael Cole, and he puts his hands on Michael Cole, and Pat McAfee's like, "Oh, bro."
He's something about that life. Watch out, homie. Watch out, homie. That's my homie. Watch out.
He got choked the F out. He got choked out. And the crowd loved it. And here's the thing. I kind of knew something was coming because Triple H at that presser, he was saying these two guys, they do a lot, but he's like, they could do more. And they just proved it. They just proved it. So
this whole sleeper hold thing, like when he put him in the sleeper hold, bro, I was looking at the TV like this. Now at least he didn't go to sleep, but he was doing the.
They sold the hell out of it though. They sold the hell.
Sold it.
Him and his boys coming over the banners. You know what I'm saying? That shit was nice.
I'm like,
that
your boys didn't even help you. They let that man choke you out, and none of them got his. Y'all didn't grab a shoe or nothing, y'all. She got you in a sleeper hole, and they are. I was like, where they at?
And then Cena comes out, he gets RKO'd, and
which I knew that they were gonna do this.
Yeah, that sets up Backlash already. Main event.
Yeah, I mean, Cena's gonna win because they're not having.
He be saying some mean shit though. Cena, I know people don't like Cena right now, but the stuff he's saying when he said the stuff about the little boy, and I'm like, he's really pushing the envelope. Y'all need to realize that this is some great stuff he's doing. I'm loving it. I'm loving the bad John Cena.
They call Cena the GOAT, and some of the stuff that he be saying, you be like, hey, that's some GOAT type shit right there. Yeah. Even Randy was like, he had to not break character. On Raw, they still got Stephanie Vankir,
yep.
Yeah, Vaquer, and EO going at it.
Yeah, they're really building up for this Worlds Collide, huh?
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Stephanie. Yeah. She can wrestle.
Yep.
Without question. And you got so Jey Uso's about to face Logan Paul at Backlash. We see that happening.
He ain't losing.
He ain't losing. He ain't about losing him anyway.
Logan Paul rubbed Triple H the wrong way with WrestleMania, so
this past WrestleMania?
Yeah, he wasn't happy about his location on the flyer for all the promotional material. And Triple H says you're put where you're put, pretty much. You don't have a say.
Yeah.
So I watched his presser, and there was some stuff there that he was saying. Like I said, I tell people watch the pressers because they go in and out of kayfabe on the pressers, so it's nice to watch. But yeah, I don't. Yeah, right now I don't see Logan Paul taking this belt. Jey Uso is main event Jey Uso, and main event is about to be his show. That's going to be his show to host the title 4 times a year. That's going to be his show, and he's going to have it for a minute, in my book.
Yeah. I also think that they're gearing up Somehow, some way, Jacob Fatu and Solo.
Yeah, that's coming. I thought it was coming. I thought it was coming Monday night, and it didn't come.
I don't know if they're gonna do
Solo
Backlash.
kept his mouth shut. It's Solo.
Or if they
Solo bitched out. He was he punked him. Jacob punked him, bro. He gave him that Bay Area. You know what I mean?
I mean.
Solo just sat there like.
Right. Yada I mean.
I'm
nah,
like, bro,
for real.
He don't want Solo. Don't want none of that.
He don't. Hell, nobody want none of Jacob Fatu right now. Nobody, baby. Nobody. Don't nobody want a piece of him. It's crazy. I seen Rey Mysterio did a video. I think he had just did he was in the hospital. I think he had just gotten an X-ray or something. So he was talking a little bit. He is seriously. He's really hurt. Yeah.
But when he comes back, he's taking the reins over this new thing. He's gonna be that guy. He's gonna be the HBK of this division. And like I said, they're really pushing this Lucha Libre thing, and don't be surprised if Dominic loses this belt to Finn Balor, because I think all of your Lucha guys they're gonna go to this division. They're gonna go, and I think you're gonna see they're gonna have their own belts. They're gonna have their own identity, and I think you're gonna see Dom as a bigger wrestler there. I'm anxious to see what's going to happen, man. I'm excited.
How long before you see Finn versus Alistair? It's gonna happen. It's like a collision that's gonna just happen.
Yeah, they gotta get they've got enough time to get Alistair on the Backlash. I think they've got enough time to get him on there.
Yeah, because it's next weekend. It's not this one coming up. It's the weekend after.
Yeah, it's the 10th, right?
So something will have to happen this week, like on Smackdown, right?
Yep.
So we might see something. You never know.
Yep. So we'll see.
Might see something on Smackdown. What else happened on Raw? Oh, Sami Zayn has turned into Barry Horowitz. Sami Zayn ain't won a. Sami Zayn's last match that he won was against Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship.
I felt bad.
Sami Zayn has turned into a crash test dummy. He comes out there he comes out there and they're talking to him. Sammy, just accept it, man. Just take the deal, man. I'm telling you, take the deal. I'm not gonna take the deal. Sammy, take the deal, or you gonna get your ass whooped.
He pissed me off though, cause he stole from Jey Uso when he looked at bro. I was like, bro, you don't want. When he said, and if you keep looking at me, and I'm like, bro, that was Jey Uso's line. That ain't gonna put you over, cause Braun Breaker's about to spear the shit.
Braun Breaker be Superman spearing people.
I'm like, bro, you don't want this. And then when they look, I don't care. We all know about wrestling, but I don't give a F. Bro, when Braun Breaker comes from one side of the ring around, and yo, bro, I'm sorry. You feeling that.
And he don't do no regular spear. Every time he starts to run around the ring, I hear and then next thing you know, bow.
And he don't just spear you. He launches into the spear. Like he's coming off his feet into you, And I'm like, bro.
And he's running his fastest. I don't think people understand that either. He's running fast. Like he gets a head start.
Yeah, I'm like, bro.
And he starts running fast. He don't lose. If he lose any speed going around like the ring steps, it's very little speed if he loses any. Because he doesn't do the spear like Roman. He actually leaps like a football tackle.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, he's. I felt bad. Like after the third one, that one outside the ring, I'm like, yo, you're an idiot, bro. Like,
I was so mad at Sammy because I was looking at that. I'm like, bro, Sammy be getting his ass beat. Sammy, just take some time off, bro. And if you took a little time off, you can take a little more, cause it's getting bad for you, bro. It's getting bad for you.
You think that beatdown turned him? You think that beatdown's gonna turn him?
To join them?
Yeah.
I can see that. But if he does that, he's gonna have a problem with the bloodline.
That's true.
So I don't know, man. I think Sammy was like, yo, I need a vacation, yo. Just put me out there. Sammy with the Triple H like, hey, Triple H, look, I know I ain't won a match in 2 years, but listen. Because that's how I feel. It might have only been a year since he won against Gunther. It's only been a year.
Yeah.
I ain't won a match in a year, right? So let me just take a little time off. I just need to regroup and figure out, like, I need to come back with the bloodline or something. And he said, all right, I'm going to put you in a little match with with Paul Heyman and Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker. And let's just see, he's going to spear you a lot of times, and, that's going to get you out of here for a while. He's like, all right.
Yeah, he's out all right. He's all right. He's out all right. So, like I said, the SmackDown was this week. The SmackDown was better than this week's Netflix. Netflix Raw. It was a good Raw, but I feel like it lacked because they were, like Triple H said, it's the new season. We're now into our new season. WrestleMania is the end of the year. That's their Super Bowl.
Yeah. So
now the new season begins, and you're kind of building your storylines for what's going to take place this year. We're building storylines heading into Backlash, which is, ultimately everything's going to be heading into SmackDown. SummerSlam.
SummerSlam.
And if you're watching the women. A lot of this is also heading into this PLE, the Evolve event that's going to be here in Connecticut, which is the all-women's. You've really got to build up for this event because that's going to be a huge event. Naomi made an announcement this week. She's missing her daughter. She wants to be like Becky. She wants to take some time off and be with her daughter and be a mom. So we're probably going to see Naomi really put Jade over in the next few months. So I'm gonna assume that Jade and Naomi are gonna come to a head for Backlash, and then that's probably gonna be it for the Jade Naomi beef. And then I think we're gonna work on pitting Jade against someone else as we head into this WWE Evolve in June.
And we still haven't seen Jordan Grace yet.
Yeah. We still haven't seen her yet. She's working out. She must not be WWE caliber ready. She's NXT ready. So I think we're gonna see her in NXT for probably 6 months, maybe. I don't think we're gonna see her anytime soon. I'd like to see if I had to put Jade Cargill up for her next storyline. Damn, who could she really? Because Liv Liv and Raquel got the belts back, so we're not gonna see Jade go after either one of them as long as they've got the belts.
I think
maybe Nia Jax, because Nia Jax is back. I think that'd be a good little. I think that'd be a good little feud to evolve.
it would, but I think it's going to be Jade and Charlotte.
Ooh. Yes, because when Jade came, her and Charlotte had that. Yes, they had that moment. That's a good one. I'll take that one. I'll take that agreement with you.
Yeah.
I like that. Because Charlotte's here, like I said, Charlotte's here to put people over. That's what her purpose is. And putting Jade over would be nice. Yes. I'm gonna take that one. I like that one.
Yep. So we just gonna see what's gonna happen. So we got SmackDown Friday. And right back at Raw Monday.
Yep, and they just announced Raw will be here. Tickets go on sale for Rhode Island, which is right down the road, in July. And then August.
SmackDown will be here next Friday.
SmackDown. Oh, it's going to be out with you? Next Friday? You going?
I'm thinking about it. I didn't want to go by myself, but I might. It's at the Nutter Center where Wright State plays. Friday Night SmackDown.
See,
tickets aren't bad either.
See, they're probably not Boston prices. the SmackDown tickets here are $290.
D. No, I'll tell you right now.
And that's just the load section, bro. Shit, I think I might come out for a Friday Night SmackDown. I think I'd make that trip out to Ohio to see a SmackDown. I've never seen a SmackDown outside of Massachusetts. I've seen WWE outside, but I've never seen SmackDown. But I would definitely go to Ohio for that.
Let's see. So they got tickets right now in row 216, 209.
Mm-hmm. That's not bad. That's second level.
$55.
Just up above loads. 55? Yeah, see, you don't have them Boston prices. You don't have them Boston prices. That's a fraction of the cost.
May 9th, 7:30. I might have to cop. This weekend, I might be going Friday, next Friday. I might have to go, bro. I might have to go. That's the weekend right before Mother's Day. But I still. It's a Friday. I might have to go.
Don Gordito is in the chat. He said, yo. I guess we're going to say, yo back, Don.
Yo. Yo.
Yo.
Yeah, I might have to pull up to SmackDown for the show.
He said he's agreeing Boston's expensive. Yep, it is. I priced my SmackDown. When they announced SmackDown, the first thing I did was I went on to look at the prices. And my son hit me up and he was like, Dad, they're $280, and after all the fees and stuff, there's $290 for the Lowe's section, which is right up.
See, I ain't even. We can ask Mark, because Mark work at Wright State.
Oh, for real? Bro, if you get 2 tickets, I'm coming out there. You get 2 tickets, I'm coming out on a Friday.
I'm going to talk to him tomorrow, bro.
I'll be back Saturday morning. I'll come out.
I'm going to talk to him tomorrow,
see SmackDown, and zip back home.
I'm going to talk to him like, Mark, can you get some SmackDown tickets for the Lowe's? Like some, he'll be like, where y'all trying to be at? Because he worked there. That's where he work at. Oh, yeah, I'm talking to Mark, bro.
Here's the thing about these events, bro. WWE got to start switching up the people that work for them that they put in the front row. Because I'm starting to realize that there's some people here that are employed by WWE, and they're sitting in the same seats every week. Like that dude that's on the corner now, when they all come to the ring, the one dude here on the corner, he's a WWE employee. Stop trying to put different clothes on him. It's the same dude. One week y'all had him in a referee shirt. One week you all had him in this. Last week, stop it. And then there's the black lady who was there in the front. So when you see these videos and you're looking on WWE and they're saying leaked footage from this event. And I'm like, it ain't.
It's people who work
black,
for, yeah.
It's that black lady that sits in the front that was sitting right there when Stone Cold hit the wall at WrestleMania. I'm like, this woman ain't got that much money that she's at every WWE, PLE. She's an employee, and she's the one that's doing the leaked videos. Stop playing with us. Stop playing with us. You know this woman works for y'all. Stop it. She's at every event. I'm like, this woman, if she's going to, I'm like, them WrestleMania tickets for the entire weekend, she would have to spend like 10 grand to be in them seats, bro. Come on now.
You might be right.
You know an older black woman ain't wasting that type of money on 3 days of WrestleMania.
Right now, tariffs, they're crazy, so you can't get,
Yeah, these people, some of these people are plants. Some of these people, like the dude that gave Montez Ford on SmackDown his prosthetic leg, which was funny as hell.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious. But he had a WWE t-shirt on. I'm like, okay, was this dude a plant or come on now?
He might have been. That's a possibility.
We'll see. But like I said, let's not make it too obvious.
You were saying Boston prices are high. I was thinking to myself, like, even that place that was serving all them peanuts that night. All right, y'all. That's the show. Turnbuckles and Spilt Liquor podcast will be coming back to y'all Tuesday night. And we love y'all, man. Peace out. Be cool.
I can't even transition out. Cause you know that was a buy one get one free night, right? On nuts.
They were serving chicken wings, almonds, and peanuts. Paydays everywhere up in that moment. All right. That's it.
All right, we out.
Me in vantage points, so I can't abandon joints. Gotta grab the coins, pay me wickedly. Superman of Thor, who am I? Haters mimic me, and they fans cheer him on with their capabilities. Wow, double entendre, crazy lyrically. Had to read a page in Timothy to take it seriously. Cause I ain't scared, I ain't got no fear, baby, get with me. Open doors for the people, you can say it's chivalry. I drop bombs, it'll be a day in infamy. Mainly cause all my ops feeling painful instantly. Stay for sympathy, not me. Creating imagery that everybody you like I made a simile. Facts.